Hola, 'tis I, Alycia. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to look into the Villisca Axe Muerto house. So this story starts back in 1912, June 10th to be precise. Six members of the Moore family, and they had two guest kids spending the night. The Stillinger sisters. They were all taken over to the other side, if you get my drift. Um, they were all sleeping after a busy day. They had gone to a church event, and so they all had a busy day there. Then they come home, and apparently the culprit was inside the home. And he went through with an axe and ended all of their lives. So, it's just a weird story. It's never been solved. There's a lot of paranormal shows on TV that go in there trying to figure out what's going on. A lot of people say that whatever's still there within the house travels to the house next door, where I believe whoever currently owns the Villisca house lives next door and says that there's something that goes over there as well. So let's see what we can find out. All right, first I want to start with, let's do a major arcana spread. See if we can figure out why. Why did this even have to happen? Why is there some crazy person inside the house plotting to do this against the family and the two other children who were there? Like, what's the motive? Why? Justice. Justice. This is justice because somebody was having a relationship on the side? Okay, so first I'm going to say, this is we'll say not a professional taker of lives. That's what I'm going to say. It's not a like this was their first thing. I think that's been a theory about one of the suspects, is that they had done this before in other towns and whatnot. This is not that. This is their first foray into this kind of stuff. Ugh. This is about getting justice, though. Using their tools at their disposal. I don't think the intent was to get the children. That feels like this was just to go after the adults in the house, not intended to go after the children. But I don't think there's like something happened here where the children became victims of this as well. And it's like, I have to get justice because it's like everything's come crashing down around me. Someone that feels like they need to write something in their own twisted mind, being portrayed in a certain way. They want to take control of the situation. It was definitely, though. So here it's like this is their first time doing such a horrible thing. But they were hiding in the house. They weren't quite sure how it was going to go. The idea was to get the adults, not the kids. They were doing this on purpose to seek their own justice, revenge for feeling like they got the short end of the stick, we'll say. There's a relationship here, and this is the lovers, which could mean a romantic relationship. It also could mean partnership. So with one of the adults is the target here, and I guess their spouse is going to go along with them as the targets then, to overpower them. Okay. Let's see if we can use the my charms here and see if we can get a little bit more information on what's going on here. Oh, there's a little A that popped out. We'll see. There's a P. I don't know what the P is about. Spinning out of control. Going after the family. It's making a move. Making a move. What is this? It's so weird. A and a P. Are any people in this story? Is there an A and a P in the story somewhere? I don't know. I don't have that in my notes. I have some suspects here. But I don't know. Hold on. So, I did a little internet search because I didn't have the names written down. So, the people in the house were Josiah and Sarah. Those are the 2 adults, and along with their 4 children, Herman, Mary, Catherine, Arthur, and Paul. One of the suspects was Andrew Sawyer. Maybe that's our A. I don't know who the P is. The only P that came up was Paul, but he was only 5. This was a name that was mentioned a few times during the court testimonies with no solid evidence that linked him to the crime, but it said he seemed very interested in the crime, and they also said he had some strange behaviors, included sleeping in his clothes, not wanting to be left alone, sleeping with an axe by his bed, and he would ask about the Moore case frequently, wondering if the perpetrator had been caught. Andrew perpetrator. I don't know. Just saying, there's something here. There's this guy he's wanting to go after him. He's trying to get justice. He's trying to make... Man, what is a spoon about? What is a spoon about? That's weird. Okay, I don't know if they had helped him. If he was a homeless dude, maybe they had fed him, but maybe he had done something. Alright, well, let's put the little charmies back into the charm box. Let's keep going. Let's see what else we can find out. Alright, first, I'm curious, did anyone in the house, when they got home, did anyone in the house sense that something was off? You know, you come into your house and you're just like, gosh, I don't remember leaving the coffee on, or, this blanket wasn't here before. Did anybody sense anything off when they came home? Did Josiah and Sarah, did they sense something was off? I think they did. And I think they did, and I'm going to say that Josiah went through the house, and he did go, like, clear the house. Like, there was something that was off when they came into the house. But it looks like he went through the house, and he was satisfied when he checked it that everything was safe. So he must not have checked the spot where the culprit was, but something was out of place. So yeah, they did know something was up, but they thought they checked everywhere. Yeah, he thought he checked everywhere. Okay, so they did sense something was up. Okay, let's see what else. Let's see. Let's just see what's behind the killer. What is he thinking? Let's see if we can get deeper into what is the killer thinking about. Why is he wanting to do this? Come back here. Okay. I think they fed him. Something happened. Like, I think this guy had been there before. So maybe that's that spoon coming back up, because that's what I'm getting. Like, he came into the house, like they took pity on him, or, you know, he was hanging around and they invited him in, and then they're like, nope, so you gots to go. You gots to go. We can't have you in here. We'll help you get away out of town or something. He did something. This guy did something that the father, Josiah, is just like, we don't do that here. You're not going to come in here and do this. Did he make a pass at Sarah? They invite him in, and there's something to it where they invite him into the house, and it's they are leery of inviting him into the house. It's almost like, oh, you know, that kind of like treat everyone as you want to be treated, but it's like the Bible verse version of it, which I don't know what it is at the moment, but you know, help out everyone. And they bring him into the house, and I think Josiah sees that this person is making rude, untoward advances, or says something about his wife, and he's not having it. And it turns into something that gets out of control. Sarah doesn't want this to get out of control, but Josiah is protecting his wife, his family, and all this. And they're like, you have got to go from wherever you came from. You need to go back out and get out of here. I don't ever want to see you again. We're going to arrange transportation for you. But they were scared of this guy. They were definitely scared of this guy, that he was not all there. So someone who's like not all there. Okay. There's that lover's card again. He wants Sarah. The perp. The perp wants Sarah. The perp is like, I don't know, like seeing these, like, almost a delusion thing here, where he's like, he wants Sarah as his own. How weird. Like, I don't know if he just came in, he's enamored with her, like, oh my gosh, oh, this is the perfect woman, I want to have her, I want to have her. And he's trying to figure out how he's going to get her. And I think he's trying to, like, he's almost like ignoring Josiah's here, and he's kind of just focused intently on Sarah. And I think Sarah is like, why, thank you. That's a lovely compliment, but I'm sorry, I'm taken. No, thank you. I don't want any of your crazy today. This is where then he gets pissed. Like, he's rebuffed. What the hell? Again, it's like, be on your way and go. Here's a little sandwich to take with you, but you need to leave. And this is like this spurs in him this idea that he wants to, take control of the situation. Like, no one tells me no. Like, he takes this as a very big slight when he didn't need to take this as a slight at all. This is him taking everything to extreme, like emotions just because it's like he wants her, and he feels like he was slighted. Who does this? If nobody can have her, or if I can't have her, nobody can have her? What in the world? He starts working on a plan. And he's going to sneak in to do this. We have the Seven of Swords, sneaky snacker. He's going to sneak in there to do this. He wants to get married to her. What in the world is this dude on? he covets his neighbor, essentially. And I don't know that this was their first interaction, actually. It feels like he might have come back a few times, like stalking, hanging around. And they're like, get out. I think that he was like a known stalker. Like, I don't know if they told anyone, but it feels like this dude's a stalker. He's been hanging around for a while. I think he's been trying to play daddy to the children. I think he's trying to, like, meet up around town. Like, oh my gosh, you go to this church? So do I. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and then it's just kind of like, I think Josiah's trying to protect Sarah from this Looney Tune, because it's like, oh, he's just possessed. He's possessed. And they're trying to make plans. How are we going to figure out how we got to get him away from us? We got to stop. And it's just, I don't know if they were even, could you do a restraining order back in the day? It looks like they were thinking about doing a restraining order back in the day to get rid of this guy, to keep him away. Do something to get him away. But he was just like bound and determined. He's just like, no, I've got to come in. I've got to have her. She's going to be mine. And Josiah's like, no, I'm protecting my home. This is my castle, my home, my castle. I'm protecting. No, don't worry about it. He'll eventually go away. He's so in love with her. He wants her to him, like she's the perfect woman to him. He wants to be with her. He wants to take her as his own. He's so, like, dejected and sad. It was like, and he wants to come in. So I think the target was Josiah, but then he got Sarah as well, and then the children. All right, so if Josiah was the target, then why did he take Sarah off the earth plane as well? Like, why would you do that? Why did he go after Sarah then? He wanted, okay, so then I think there's something here. There's this quiet whispering, talking, like, don't wake the children, don't wake the children. And it's like, but okay, well, I want you. So now that I have, like, I think Josiah was the first to go. And then it's like, she's like, no, get out of here. Leave me alone. You can't have me. Like, he's trying to, like, he wants to have her. He's trying to overpower her. He's telling her his delusions of wanting to be in this family together. He's like, we're going to make this our family. We're going to get married. Da, 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 da. And she's fighting back against him. She's like, no, I don't love you. I don't know you. I don't want any of this. Leave me alone. I can't believe you're in here doing this. This is horrible. I did not give you any reasons to believe that I want to be with you, that I'm in, some loveless marriage. You're making up stories here about what's going on. No. I don't want you here. I want you to stay away from me, stay away from my children. But we're going to lock you up. We're going to call the cops, and you're going to be done. I can't believe you're doing this. And he's like, oh, but I love you. I love you, and I want to take care of you, and you are my queen. And she's upset. She's realized, again, now her husband is gone, and she's like, this is all because of this deranged lunatic. There's, like, nothing I can say. He's, like, upset everything I say to him, and I don't think he didn't want to take her out at first, but then I think he realized she's going to go tell the cops on me, and now I got to clear the whole house of all the life inside of it. It's just like it spun out of control. What a freak. It just spun out of control. But he puts the blame on her. Like, well, if she would just have been saying, okay, we could have been together, then, all this didn't have to happen. Okay, this guy's a nut. Total nut. Okay, let's look into it. I have my list of people. Let me look at my list here of who I've got, because there's multiple people. Number 1, did Frank F. Jones do this? This is a suspect. They said it's an Iowa senator, a businessman. I don't know. Did the Senator Frank F. Jones, did he do this? Come on, cards. I don't think he did it, but I think he also had designs on Sarah. I don't know. Perhaps he also had a business deal with Josiah. I don't know, but I'm thinking he also like had designs on Sarah. Like Sarah's. He's waiting for Sarah to become available, perhaps in the future, or maybe for something on the side. I'll say that. I'm not getting that Frank here was the person. I'm not getting that Frank's the person. He's got deals. He might be someone that likes to leer. Is that the word? Give you those creepy looks. But I don't think he did it. Number 2, William Blackie Mansfield. That says, okay, 4 days before this, apparently he had taken out his family in the same way. So, was it William Blackie Mansfield? Maybe he's on the loose and he's like, I've done it once, I'll do it again, even though I saw whoever did it was their first time. So, but let's see, maybe first time, second time, we're just new to this, I don't know. William Blackie Mansfield. I don't think he did it either. He is already, looks like he's already trying to sneak and get away. It's not, I'm not getting this energy of like, he's trying to come and make a name for himself by going around and doing this to other people. He was already still trying to, like, you know, keep on the down low and stuff. He's trying to keep out of, you know, the jail. There's a lot of gossip about him, but I'm not getting that it's him. All right. Next, Henry Lee Moore is another one who had done a crime of after, a few months after. So I guess they figured, oh, he's you know, he's a murderer, so, you know, maybe he did it. So what's his name again? Henry Lee Moore. No, he didn't do it. He's already got his own other shit he's dealing with. He didn't do it. I'm curious what his thing is, though, looking at those cards. But I'm not getting him. Number 4, that's Andy Sawyer. That was that transient. Let's see if he is the one. Ace. I'm saying it. It's Andy Sawyer. There's that magician card. I'm saying Andy Sawyer did it. Andy Sawyer, he came in, he's doing this, he's seeking his own type of vengeance here. He's made up his plan of how he's going to do it, and he's going to be the final judge and jury. That's what I'm saying. I'm going with that. Let's check. There's also this Reverend George Kelly that I think was the chief suspect. Let me see my notes here, what I wrote. It says, this guy sent a lot of letters to the police and I guess family members about this, and then he confessed, and then he recanted, and then he was tried and acquitted. So, let's see. Reverend George Kelly. There's an ace there. I wonder if he's like an accomplice. A side accomplice. That's interesting. Because you have an ace for a yes. And I'm wondering if somehow he doesn't get involved with this guy. Andrew. Because I'm wondering, is he also has his eyes onto Sarah. But it's almost like he can't do it. And I think that was the plan. The plan's to get Josiah out of the way because Sarah's his catch, apparently. But he can't do it because, he's a reverend. He's a reverend. He can't do it. Oh, But I think he might be he's helping this guy. He's helping this guy to plan it. He's the, brains behind this, or he's giving this guy information. What in the fuck? That is crazy town. So he's a part of it too. It's not what I expected. Wonder if they ever connected those two together. All right, let's see last. Who's in there haunting the house? There's apparently something shady in the house haunting it. Who's in the house haunting it? Okay, there's definitely children in the house. For sure. Sarah's there. And the killer's there. Dude, you know what I just saw? The way I get images, it's always interesting. Remember way back, I think, Pirates of the Caribbean, right? Or Pirates of the Caribbean, however you say it, at Disney. And at least the one I'm thinking of, Anaheim, way back in the day. And they used to have the pirate chasing the lady, right? And then they changed it so it's some fat lady chasing some skinny pirate or whatever. Anyway, but back in the day, used to have the pirate chasing the lady, I believe. That's how I'm seeing this, that she is in there, she's trapped, and she's getting chased by the killer guy. And she's trying to she's there to protect these children that are there. So he's over there and he's still trying to get her in the afterlife. She's trying to protect the children that are there. But it's like a constant circling around the house and trying to get away from, like, it's reliving. It's in a way of just he's so desirous of her, he wants to get her, and she's trying to protect the children that are still there, because I don't think all the children are there. I think there's like 3 kids that are still left in that house, and she's, I don't know, she doesn't, it's almost a thing where I know there's people that say that they can cross over spirits to the other side, and I don't know that I fully buy into that, because I believe we all have free will, and if you wanted to go to the other side, to the light, if you will, you could. However, what I see here, Sarah she is being chased, scared, crazy scared, and trying to protect these children. She's moving so fast through this house trying to get away from him, trying to figure out a way to stay away from him and whatever. She's like, her energy is just so focused on staying safe and protecting these kids that she can't even like see the light. She can't even think about it. She's not, oof. Yeah, so that's, gosh, I don't even know how you would help. You'd have to like do an exorcism or something, or banish the killer, because he's getting his jollies over there. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. Come join me in the manor. Come to my website, AlyciaWicker.com. Click the button to come into the manor, and you can get the videos I can't share here. And give this video a like, and have yourself a wonderful rest of your day. Adios.